Welcome back, dear children. In our chapter number 5, Religious Trends in Ancient India, we are learning about Gautam Buddha. So, let us continue the same. On Vaishak Purnima, he was sitting in deep meditation under a peepal tree at Urvela near the city of Gaya in Bihar. And he gained knowledge over there. And that tree, peepal tree, is now known as Bodhi Vriksha or Bodhi tree. And it is in Buddha Gaya. I have shown you everything in our last video. Let us continue. So he delivered his first speech or sermon. The word sermon, S-E-R-M-O-N, is given in the book. So sermon means speech, religious speech, upadesh, lecture at Sarnath near Varanasi. You can see the picture of Sarnath. It is near Varanasi. Varanasi means what? Varanasi means Banaras. Kashi, you can say. Three names are there. So, in his teaching, in the first sermon are termed as Dhamma. The first lecture he gave at Sarnath was known as Dhamma. Understood? He preached all his Dhammas in his people's language, that is Pali. He traveled on foot nearly about 45 years to preach Dhamma, means to give upadesh or to give lectures. The concept of taking refuge means to give protection in Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha is important. Sangha means, I will tell you later on. It is known as Trisharan. Now we'll learn about the noble truth, four noble truth of Gautam Buddha. See, dukkha means suffering. There is a sufferings in human life, isn't it? You should know the cause of suffering, and it is possible to end suffering, and you can lead a way towards the end of suffering. In your textbook, four noble truths are given. Dukkha, cause of dukkha. Cause of dukkha means what? Reason of dukkha. Dukkha nivaran means to solve your problem. You can end your suffering. Pratipad means the way. This way leads to the end of suffering, is the only way to have to accept the good conduct. Good conduct means what? It is known as Ashtangik or Eightfold Path. I will show you Eightfold Path. What is Eightfold Path later on. But let us see. To end your suffering, you have to accept good conduct. These are the Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path means right view, right resolve, right speech, right conduct, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Children, you know, these Buddhist people celebrate Dhamma Chakra Pravartan Din. This is the chakra, eightfold path. We have to accept this in our day-to-day life. The wheel of Dhamma. What is said? Wheel of Dhamma. It represents the eightfold path one should follow in his life. And therefore, this wheel has 8 spokes. Can you see these 8 spokes? Right view and the other 7. So, these eightfold path are on the wheel of Dhamma. Therefore, this event is called as Dhamma Chakra Pravartan Din. So, which 5 rules we should follow? Let us see. Stay away from killing animals. Not to harm living beings. Not to steal. Stay away from unethical conduct means the behavior which is not acceptable acceptable by society. Stop telling lies and not to take alcohol or other intoxicant drugs. You know the word alcohol and intoxicant drugs. Understood? So, Gautam Buddha asked people to follow these five rules in the life to keep away sufferings or dukkha from our lives. Understood? You can end your dukkha or suffering by accepting the rules given by Gautam Buddha. Now, as I told you that I will explain you Buddha Sangha. Buddha Sangha means a group of people created by Gautam Buddha. He created a group of people known as bhikkhus to give or to deliver or to teach religious speech. Followers who gave up their domestic life and entered into the Sangha are known as bhikkhus. And the women, they were also have a separate Sangha called as bhikkhunis. So, who are bhikkhus and who are bhikkhunis? Those are the people who follow the Sangha. They live their family life and they only accept this Buddha Dhamma. Understood? Here, in this Sangha, people of all caste and religion could accept Buddhism. Understood? Who gave up their family life were known as bhikkhus and bhikkhunis. Understood? So today what we have learnt? We have learnt about the Four Noble Truth. How to end our suffering, how to end our dukkha. And if you want to end your suffering, the only way is to behave good, means to accept good conduct. The good conduct is given in the five rules and eightfold path. The eightfold path are there on the wheel of this Dhamma, which is known as Dhamma Chakra. Dhamma Chakra Pravartan. Understood? Dhamma Chakra Pravartan is a Sanskrit word. So understood this much. Gautam Buddha announced the freedom of human intelligence. He refused the discrimination based on varna, means caste and religion. He always insists people to have good behavior or conduct. Understood? He preached that all men and women had the right to have their own progress or own upliftment, isn't it? He believed in knowledge, honesty, respect, compassion for all living beings. And this was an extraordinary feature of his personality. This tolerance preached by Gautam Buddha is a guiding principle not only for the Indian society but for all mankind, even today. Understood? So, the next term is Lokayat. What is this Lokayat? Lokayat means the ancient trade of thought known as Lokayat or Charvak. It emphasized or gives stress on independent thought. One should have his own thought process. One should not depend on the rules given in the Vedas according to Gautam Buddha. In the ancient period, new religions and trades came forward in India like Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and Zoroastrianism. We'll learn about these new religions after Buddhism and Jainism in our next period. Till then, see you children. Bye bye children.